Bridhat Bhagavatam Prita. The Bhagavatam that was expanded amply with much more finer details. Bridhat Bhagavatam. Now, Uddhava, so Lord Krishna, now the situation is that Krishna in separation is weeping, in separation of the Vrajavasis. He was weeping. Looking at him, Balaram was weeping. They were rolling on the ground and weeping, weeping, thinking of the love that the Vrajavasis have for Krishna. And looking at these two lords rolling on the ground and weeping, one after the other, Mother Rohini and the queens of Dwaraka, and later Ugrasena also. Of course, Uddhava was there too. And later on, many more from the Sudarshan hall also came down and they all started weeping. This is so beautiful that the Lord is weeping so much for the devotees. We have heard again and again in Srimad Bhagavatam that the devotees are weeping for the Lord, but the Lord is also weeping so much for the devotees. If the devotee can weep for the Lord so much, how much the Lord will weep for the devotee? Oh my goodness. Our situation is like, a drunkard who is fully drunk and is on the road, has no idea of the reality around him. So like that, the jiva, when he's fully drunken with modes, has no idea of the existence, the finer aspects, and all these oceanic qualities of Bhagavan. Jiva, intoxicated and drunken with modes, has no idea. Bhagavan, he has no idea and will not have any idea on its own. It cannot. When the Lord decides to come as Krishna Kripa Shri Murti, then the jiva looks at this form of the Lord, the Acharya Bhagavan. Then the jiva will start to get a little idea of how the Lord might be, what His mercy might be. Yeah. Yasya prasado bhagavat prasadam yasya prasado nagati kutopi dhyayam tu vam tasya yasya trisandhya vande guru shri charanarvindam. This is a beautiful. No wonder these pure devotees who are in the stage of bhava, they have no consciousness of their body. They are not conscious. Not conscious. Okay. Mm. So the Lord was weeping. And then what happened? Sri Parikshit said, "Oh, mother, the great weeping of the Lord and his associates filled the universe, and it once created a great host of terrible calamities. Because no one but Krishna could have brought these calamities, Brahma, accompanied by his associates, the demigods and the scriptures, headed by the Vedas and Puranas, personally came to Dwaraka. Gazing with wonder on his father and guru, Lord Mahanarayana, who tortured with love for his dearest devotees and his most secret glories openly displayed, was in a wonderful, unprecedented condition of heart. Brahma lost all composure and for a moment wept. Mm. Mm. Carefully composing himself, he thought how to bring the Lord to an auspicious condition. Then in his heart he found the way. Addressing Garuda, who loudly wept by the Lord's side, and with great effort gaining his attention, Brahma spoke. Shri Brahma Vacha. Built by Vishwakarma and decorated with the deities of Nanda, Yashoda, the other cowherd people, and many cows, a district of Madurai splendidly manifest between Mount Raivata and the ocean. It is as if Vrindavana itself had come there. This is now Vrindavan. So, built by Vishwakarma. Carefully and slowly, as his delicate state allows, bring Krishna there with his elder brother. Rohini may also come, but no one else. This is a great idea. To bring our Lord back to his consciousness, everybody is trying. So this is Brahma's idea to build a replica of Vrindavana, Navavrindavana, by Vishwakarma. So the Lord may be brought here in Navavrindavana, and then he will slowly come back to his senses. Carefully and slowly, yeah, we did that. And Sri Parikshit said, carefully brought by Brahma to his normal, to his normal state, Garuda, who is the king of birds and the best of the wise and skillful, very gently placed the two of them, Krishna and Balarama. Very gently placed them. So they didn't know Krishna Balarama are so much in the weeping. They didn't know that they were being carried gently on the back of Garuda. Brahma brought everyone to their natural states and they all returned to their own places. As he was being carried by Garuda, Balarama seemed to regain his original consciousness. Then Lord Krishna was gently put in that place. It was as if the Gopas and Gopis stood around him in Navavrindavana. So all these statues were made. It looked like real Vrindavana with all the residents there. So Uddhava, Devaki, who dearly loved her son Padmavati, and the queens headed by Rukmini and Satyabhama, unable to leave Krishna in that state, went there. By Brahma's order, they hid, staying far from the path of Krishna's eyes. Thinking himself an offender, Narada did not follow the demigods and Yadavas. Tightening his yoga garment, he stayed in the sky to see the sweetness of the Lord's pastimes. Garuda also went into the sky where he followed the Lord, giving shade with his wings. Krishna's elder brother, Balarama, the crest jewel of philosophers, quickly attained his original consciousness and understood everything. Such are the pastimes of the Lord. At once he covered Krishna's lotus face and gently placed a flute in his belt, a horn bugle and stick under his arms, a kadamba garland on his neck, a peacock feather on his head, and new guna earrings on his ears. Having thus dressed Krishna with forest garments fashioned by Vishwakarma, Balarama picked up Krishna and loudly spoke. Sri Balarama said, Shri Krishna, Krishna, brother, rise, rise, wake up. Look, it's late. The cows already entered the forest. The cows are already entering the forest. Your friends headed by Sridham are waiting for you. Overcome with love, your parents have no power even to speak to you because they were all statues there. Nanda and Yashoda. Gazing at your lotus face and whispering in each other's ear, the gopis smile at you. Statues of gopis were also there. Sri Parikshit said. In this way, Balarama spoke again and again, affectionately called Krishna's names, and lifted Krishna with his hands and made him stand up. After a long time, Krishna regained consciousness, filled with wonder and saying, Good, good. Krishna stood up, opening his lotus eyes and looking in all directions. He smiled broadly. Seeing Nanda before him, he became shy and bowed down to him. Seeing Yashoda by his side, deity of Yashoda, and gazing at her face with unblinking eyes, he happily smiled and spoke. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Oh Mother, this morning how many wonderful dreams, unlike my waking life, have I seen. I went to Madura city and I saw Kamsa and many others killed, Jarasandha and other kings defeated, and the demigods made happy. I built a great city named Dwaraka on the seashore. I cannot now tell all the other stories. On no other day did I wake from sleep with a dream like this very long, so charming to the heart. He's considering the whole thing as dream. O noble one, if you do not think this great wonder is completely incomprehensible, when we have gone to the forest, I'll tell it to you. Sri Parikshit said. After saying these words, he offered obeisances to his mother. Wise Rohini, seeing that he wished for a lunch to bring in the forest, then spoke. Oh child, today your mother, who has only you as a son, is worried because you slept so long. What is the need for speaking many words to her? Because it is the deity of Mother Yashoda. Rohini, Mother Rohini was in Dwaraka, so she was present there in person, but it was only the deity of Yashoda in Navavrindavana that Krishna was talking to. So she was worried that Krishna would come to know that it is just a deity. So she's trying to divert Krishna's attention. The cows have already left. quickly follow the Gopas. I'll make your lunch and have it sent to the forest. Sri Parikshit said. As affectionate Rohini spoke these words, Krishna offered obeisances to her, gently smiled as he stole the fresh butter placed in his mother's hand, and called out to his elder brother. Because he had not yet come to the cows, Krishna did not eat the butter. With sweet words, he asked his mother to arrange for the lunch. Then he went to the gopis and joked with them. He stopped the cows with his flute. And then he came to Radhika, who was surrounded by her friends, and with a joking smile spoke. Sri Krishna said, O Queen of my life, now you have met your sincere devotee in this secluded place. Why do you not speak? Are you angry with me? Have I offended you? O all-knowing one, you must know all about the dream I had last night. I left you and married many princesses who were on the verge of death. I begot many children and grandchildren. So be it. Now I must quickly go to the forest. O delightful one, this evening you will enjoy with me. Sri Parikshit said. After saying these words, he threw flowers on her and after first looking in all directions, kissed and embraced her. Then he rejoined the cows and Gopas. When she saw Krishna playing the flute and charmingly dressed as a Gopa, things she had never seen before, Devaki became filled with love. And even though she was very old, out of love, milk flowed from her breasts. The queens headed by Rukmini and Jambavati lost all composure, fainted out of love, and fell to the ground. It's love, 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 love everywhere. Satyabhama and mad old Padmavati became overwhelmed with amorous desires. With their arms forward, they ran to Krishna to kiss and embrace him. Krishna, Sarva Akarshana. Very attractive, blissful Lord. Who wouldn't be attracted to this most attractive and blissful Lord, Krishna? When the absolute truth is personified in its glory with all attraction and all bliss, that's Krishna. No wonder everybody gets attracted to him. Peaceful because she had seen this feature of the Lord before, Kalindi and very intelligent Uddhava forcefully stopped them and pulled them away. As he walked, herding the cows, Krishna saw the ocean. Thinking it the Yamuna, he happily called his friends to come and play. Where are my friends? Sridama, Shubala, Arjuna, everyone happily run here. We will make the cows drink from the Yamuna. And then we will play as we like. We will dive into the river flowing with sweet, pure, and cool water. Going ahead with the cows, the infallible Lord came near the ocean, which made a tumultuous sound with its garlands of great waves. The ocean was also attracted to this Lord. You know, like a magnet, when there's a big magnet is placed, little iron filaments or little magnets around, they will get attracted to this big magnet. Like that, all the jivas are so attracted to this Lord. From the shore, looking in all directions and seeing his own great city, he became astonished and said, "What is that? Where am I? Who am I?" Saying this again and again, he gazed with wonder at the great ocean and the city. Then Sriman Balrama spoke to him. Balrama said, "O King of Vaikunta, O my lord, please understand who you are. Requested by the demigods, you have descended to remove the burden of the earth. Kill the demons, protect the others, perform the sacrifice of your cousin, the saintly king. Make Yudhishthira the emperor, and with your great power frighten the demons headed by Anushalva. Now that you have come here with the Yadavas, help, please kill these demons that out of hatred torment your devotees." Sri Parikshit said. When he heard these words, Balarama spoke to bring him to his original consciousness. The Lord entered a different mood. What is original consciousness of this Supreme Personality of Godhead? Okay, you should know that this vow of mine will be true in this way. Because of Balaram's presence, the Lord abandoned his bewilderment. Okay. Again and again, looking in every direction, he understood that he was the master of Dwaraka and the king of the Yadavas. So this is the halat of Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Chit is very cognizant, all cognizant Lord, forgot, didn't know who he was, and now he's understanding. Then, seeing the flute in his hand and his brother's forest garments, he remembered how he had fallen unconscious in the place. Seeing how he had left the palace and gone to protect the cows, he became filled with doubt and wonder. Thinking in his heart, he smiled and laughed. Then Balrama, who was very dear to his heart, smiled and told him how Brahma had arranged for everything. Embarrassed, he looked at his brother's face and smiled. His body covered with dust, he and Balrama went and bathed in the ocean. Then climbing on Garuda, who was expert at understanding in the Lord's moves, the Lord, unseen by anyone, returned to his own palace. Informed of everything by all-knowing Uddhava, the woman headed by Devaki and Rukmini went to the Lord's side in the inner rooms of the palace. Mother Devaki greeted her son with words of blessing and then, aware of the time, quickly went to prepare his meal. The Lord's dear and pious queens were also there, hiding behind pillars and other things. Satyabhama, however, did not come there, and Lord Krishna asked Uddhava about her. Lord Krishna's servant Uddhava said, when the Lord enjoyed his glorious pastimes at the Vrindavana by Mount Raivata, then foolish, wicked Padmavati, who with your queens was hiding far away, saw your ecstatic state, which bewilders the foolish. She said, O impious Devaki, O unfortunate Rukmini, O lowly Satyabhama, O lowly queens headed by Jambavati, look, give up your pride and perform great austerities to become maidservants of some cowherd girls. Hearing these wicked words, wise Devaki, who became the resting place of you, the resting place of all universes, said, why did you speak these astonishing words? For in our previous birth, Vasudeva and I performed great austerities to get Krishna as our son. That is why the king of all who gave blessings became our son. Nanda and Yashoda begged Lord Brahma to grant them devotion to Krishna. By the blessings of Brahma, who is the best of devotees, they, Nanda and Yashoda, and their associates attained a glory greater even than ours. Mm. They lovingly protected Krishna in many ways. I greatly admire the love they felt for him. Then Rukmini Devi happily spoke. By hearing her words, the love of all the devotees increased. Mhm. Okay, so we'll pause there. That's text 17. And where are we? Not in Navavindavana, but Dwaraka 263. Yeah, we'll pause here. That's wonderful. Krishna. So, Brihad Bhagavatamrita ki jai, Sanatana Goswami ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sarve